like we are live. Before I get into it, let me make sure that everyone can see and hear me okay. Can you type in the live chat if you can hear me all right? I've got it coming up on my phone as well, so we might get an echo from the phone for a second before I mute it. Aha. Got the audio on my phone. Cool, we are live. All right. Just checking some things off here and let's get started. So in the live chat, go ahead and post some questions. If you have any questions about strumming technique or different strumming patterns that you have trouble with, post them in the live chat, and at the end of this stream, I'll look at those questions and I'll see what I can answer at the end of the stream. So, quick introduction. In this lesson, I'm going to show you 5 crucial strumming patterns that get your strumming hand moving the right way. There's this problem that everyone seems to have with strumming patterns, which is you've got to keep your right hand moving, your strumming hand, keep it moving no matter what. So if you have a strum that's a pattern that's going like that space of time in there between those strums, you have to keep it moving, and that's really hard to do, to keep it moving when you're just thinking about down, up, up, down. You're thinking about the strums, rather like the things that you're going to hear rather than the things that you don't hear. And the things you don't hear, when you keep this hand moving, it's just as important as the things you hear, because it's going to help the things you hear be in time. So these five strumming patterns are going to give you the correct habits in your right hand to make sure that your right hand is moving the right way. So here they are on the screen. This is an excerpt from my new course called 128 Strumming Patterns, and these are number 22 through 26. And this is level 4 out of pattern. I've taken all these 128 strumming patterns and chopped them up into 14 different levels, and level 4 is these 5. So there are 3 levels before this. There are 21 patterns that come up before this that are often a little bit easier. In some cases they might be boring, they might be too easy. These are the ones that I always find as people work through these are the ones that start to get a little bit tricky, but it's a huge impact, because that little bit of trickiness would be, like if you look at number 22, there's a missing down strum. On each of these there's a missing down strum, and that's very important. The missing down strum is the thing that gets a little bit tricky. So we're going to work through these 5 right now. And quick shout out for the discount on my new course, 128 Strumming Patterns. Along the bottom of this video, use the you can see the coupon code STRUM. You can go to courses.deftdigits.com and get 50% off this weekend only on any of my courses. So let's go to strum number 22. The best way to approach a strumming pattern when it's written out like this, it should be written out the down and up strums, and it should also have the beats in there. So here we can see it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, those are the beats. So the first thing you should do is look at the beats and just count them without thinking about the strums. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then you speak the down and up strums out loud in the same rhythm. So in this case we're going to skip that down strum that would have been on beat 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. So if you could do that with your voice, then you're basically giving your strumming hand instructions to do the strumming pattern the right way in the right rhythm, because you didn't just say down, up, down, down. Those were totally out of time the way I said it, but I said all the right strums in the right order. We don't want to get all the right strums in the right order. We want them at the right time. So again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. It's important to slow it down so that you can You can follow along once you start doing it. So let's start doing it. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Now what often happens with people is they do that first down, up, and then they wait here. We're supposed to do an upstroke next. We can't do it from here. We cannot wait from here. So if we want to do those two upstrokes in a row, we have to keep moving. This is why these patterns are so good, is they require you to keep moving just to execute the pattern. So keep it going with down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Don't freeze your strumming hand anywhere. I didn't mention this. I'm using a G chord in my left hand. You can use any chord you like. So just on one chord, see if you can get this cooking a little bit faster. Go ahead and play along with me if you can. On your own, just put that on any chord that you want and see if you can make it go faster and faster, and just try to put the right hand on autopilot. I know it's going to take a little while, but these 5 patterns are money. If you can do this process on any of these, it's going to really step your rhythm game up. So the next step on this one, number 22, is be able to change chords while you're doing that. So let's pull the pace back and let's slow it down again, so that we want to go down, up, down, down. New chord, down, up, down, down. We're going to go back and forth between G and C. It's nice to go back and forth between 2 chords. Then you're not thinking so much about, what do I do next in my left hand? Should I do this chord or that chord? If you're improvising your chords in your left hand, then your right hand already has to be on autopilot in order to do that. And if it's not there yet, put your left hand on autopilot by just doing 2 chords back and forth. I'm going to do G and C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, C, down, up, down, down. So once you can get to that point, that's like the holy grail of a given strumming pattern, is you can change chords on it and you can let it cook along and your right hand's on autopilot. Once you get to that point, then you're free to start thinking about, well, I'll do this chord and I'll do that chord. Maybe I'll mix in G and C and D and E minor just randomly. Take those 4 chords, they're very common to find those in songs. So I'm just going to decide on the fly which chord is next. So you won't be able to follow along with me right now, but you can do the same sort of thing with a collection of chords that you have under your fingers. So see if you can get to that point on one of these strumming patterns today. Number 22, I recommend that one. It's got almost all of the strums are filled out, so the more strums you have, the more you can hear to keep you on track all the way through. Get to the point where you can let the right hand go pretty fast on autopilot, and you can think about doing different chords with your left hand. Let's give this same treatment to number 23 now. So counting first, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then saying the direction of the strums out loud. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Slow it down for yourself. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then do it. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that we've done the same thing as we did on number 22, and there's an issue that comes up. Number 23 on one chord sounds exactly the same as number 22 on one chord. They're synonyms of each other. If you're not counting the beats out loud, then they're going to sound exactly the same. So this is why it's important to start changing chords as soon as you can. If you get the strumming pattern on one chord, you've got to be careful about that because you might be misinterpreting it. It's very easy to just hear 22 and 23 as exactly the same thing. You hear one of them correct and the other one as the other. So you're hearing it incorrectly, which means you're feeling it incorrectly and you won't change chords at the right time. So when we change chords every measure, then it forces us to feel beat 1 as beat 1. Beat 1 needs to be the beginning, whereas if we were hearing number 23 as number 22, we would have been hearing beat 2 as the beginning, which is a problem. So let's do this again, changing chords, bring the pace back down again, G and C, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Here we go. Down, up, down, C, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. And then the next step would be put more chords on it. Just start randomly navigating between the chords that you know well in your left hand. They got to be chords that you can grab quickly because you might be playing the strumming pattern kind of fast like that. So they have to be just as quick as your 2 that you were going back and forth between. Next, let's look at 24. Same treatment. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. I didn't mention this, but I'm also doing this while I'm saying this out loud. I'm air playing with my right hand as I do the count. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And then as I say the strums out loud, I keep air playing like that, but then I'm actually visualizing what I need to do. I'm imagining my pick hitting the strings at the right time, but I keep this going along with the beat the whole time. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Then for real. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And if we stay on one chord, we can see the same thing is going to happen where 24 and 25 again are synonyms. We can hear, if we stay on one chord and we're not counting the beats out loud, we could hear beat 1 as the beginning, or we might hear beat 2 as the beginning, or beat 3, etc. So let's start changing chords on this one. Number 24, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, C, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Crank it up a little faster. So that strumming pattern is very, very common. It might sound familiar because you've heard it all over the place. You've heard it everywhere. Let's see. Let's do number 25 next. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. An air strum while you do that. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then say the strumming instructions out loud. Down, up, down, down. 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 Let's start changing chords. Changing between G and C again. Down, up, down, down. G, down, up, down, down. C, down, up, down, down. G, down, up, down, down. Now it feels very different from number 24. All right, number 26. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That was the same thing that we counted on 22 and 23, but we can see the strums are going to be all in different places, so it's going to feel pretty different. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. This one's definitely the trickiest out of all 5 of these ones. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. So the tricky thing about this one is not so much the playing it. It's getting to the point where you can do what I just did, is get this going and say the strums out loud in the right rhythm. That's the hard part. Once you can do that, then physically doing it is pretty easy to make the step from saying it the right way to playing it the right way. So if you're struggling with number 26, spend more time on this step of just saying it out loud along with me. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. And then do it for real. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Then we change chords on it. Down, up, down. G, down, up, down. C, down, up, down. All right, that was all 5 patterns I wanted to take you through. So that will be everything for today. Head over to deftdigits.com and you can get a free PDF of all 128 strumming patterns. All of them, just the patterns only, without any extra instruction. So if you're having a good time just working through a few of these patterns on your own, go ahead and go to deftdigits.com, download that PDF, and you can work on all of them. And that PDF goes along with the course, which is on a discount right now, 50% off this weekend. This weekend only. Go to courses.deftdigits.com and you can enter that discount code STRUM for those courses. That's everything for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.